And so, all I can say about the movie is the French were mad when they made this movie. They
French were like,
they had some pent up anger.
Like, we don't
They didn't hold
care.
nothing back.
Hey everybody, welcome
Hi.
to another amazing episode of Unhinged Voice FX Movie
Reviews.
And today we're reviewing High Tension.
Yeah.
A French movie.
You can probably see that.
That's like dubbed over, I guess, for like English actors. I don't know.
There's not a lot of dialogue in this movie.
It's all very weird.
It's very high tension.
It's a very weird movie. I think it's like a foreign movie that they did dub over.
I'm gonna be honest. The effects in this movie are pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. This movie came out in 2005, and you can tell.
It?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this movie it was kind of. There's a lot of different things I was brief about, but we're gonna get into that after our story summary. Two girls.
They're going to their parents, or one of the girls' parents. They're like friends.
Two older girls who are friends. In France. And there's also like some weird tension between the two friends. Like one of them, I'm pretty sure, like wants to have like a more of a friend, more than just a friend relationship.
100%.
Yeah, because there's like some scenes that show that. But anyway, after one of said scenes, the guy in the truck shows up
to their house. Just stops at their house.
Just stops at the house, knocks on the door, and then the dad shows up. The dad goes and answers the fucking door, and then like the guy just pulls out a razor blade or whatever, just cuts the guy's face off, and then just comes into the house, and then just fucking knocks the guy's fucking head into like a banner and like knocks his head off.
Yeah, he puts him in between like a stairway or whatever, like in between like the I don't even know what you call them. The stair slats.
Stairway to heaven.
Anyway, and then he
that's what this is called.
He gets like a dresser or something and just like rams it into him.
And then cuts his head off. And then
it's pretty graphic.
And proceeds to try to murder the mom.
He's just going from room to room, and just the family's going.
Meanwhile, the one friend who's like this short blonde girl or whatever.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, we don't really know the names, but the blonde friend, she figures out that
the main character.
Yeah, she figures out that the guy's there, and instead of telling people, she's just hiding in like different areas and shit, and trying to like call the cops and shit while everybody's getting murdered.
She's just Ramboing it.
And then the other friend gets fucking like
chained up, and he puts her in the car or whatever, in his car that he showed up in, which is like a old like truck looking. It kind of looks like a Jeepers Creepers kind of truck.
Yeah.
And she gets in the truck, and she has a knife raised or whatever, and she almost like because she was waiting for him to come open or close the door or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was gonna stab him, and then all of a sudden he just shuts the door and locks it. It doesn't even know she's in the truck. She's like,
oh shit! And then they just drive in the truck. And then he's driving the truck, and then she's like in the truck, like just trying to like tell her friend like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get out of this.
Yeah,
don't worry, everything's gonna be fine." And then they stop at a gas station, and then
the guy's getting gas.
Yeah, he's getting
the guy
gas.
has no name, so I'm not even going
it's just some random the fucking dude, I guess, works for like a plumber
I don't know. He just had a
guy
mechanic
or
suit
whatever.
on.
I don't know.
But he's
But-
getting gas.
And the girl sneaks into the blonde friend sneaks into the gas station, trying to tell the gas station attendant
And
to
he's
call
just
the
like,
cops. She just
"All
walks
right."
in and she's like, call the cops, and then like goes into the back.
He doesn't call the cops, but because the guy immediately walks in after her, he still doesn't know she's there or
Somehow.
exists. And the clerk starts acting a little weird towards the guy, like, because he sees blood on his hand or whatever, and he's like, sure, I will go get this item for you.
And just turns his back, and then when the guy turns his back, the guy has a fucking axe and just fucking hits him with it. Just, ah!
And then he proceeds to lock, I think, the gas station or something.
I think she locked the gas station.
Either way, he was just like, you know what were you looking at? You were looking at something. And then he proceeds to think that there's someone in the gas station.
And then looks through everything.
He goes into the girl's bathroom.
Just looks through every stall.
And then goes in the guy's bathroom and just takes a piss.
Doesn't even look in any of the stalls.
Yeah.
She's in the last stall of the men's bathroom. She thinks he's gonna go in there. But just like, why the fuck would you come in here? And like, why wouldn't he check?
Anyway, she goes from the gas station and now she's going after him or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much the plot, the summary of the movie.
Yeah, and she goes after him, and then things ensue after that.
So now we're going to get into spoilers.
Super spoilers.
So here's your time to leave if you don't want to know, even though I'm pretty sure you do.
And this is an old movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically after she like chases him down, like he just knows.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and then
he shuts his lights off, goes around the corner, and then somehow ends up behind her.
Yeah, and then just fucking he like chases her, and then and then she like somehow murders him. It just abruptly, and then goes to the fucking car, and then it's just like, don't worry, everything's fine. And then that's when the real spoilers start. It turns out, because like the girl is like tied up. It's just like, get the fuck away from me!
Yeah, it turns out that she's actually nuts, and this guy wasn't real. It was her.
The blonde girl was nuts, which doesn't make any sense because like half the shit is like, how the fuck did she do any of this?
It makes zero sense.
How did you do any of this? Because it was only just you. It wasn't anybody else.
She murdered the entire family, but also the truck was real. So, and she
got a truck. She left and got a truck.
Yeah, she was drove there. And she didn't know where this house was previously because she's never been there. Because this is the first time of them, her family and her meeting. So, I don't know how that works.
They're just legitimate. like I don't know. It didn't make any sense. You're just like, fuck it. I'm crazy. I want to be with her, but I guess her family was in the way. I don't fucking know. They don't really explain.
I don't know.
I wish they explained more of what the fuck, why she thought it was a good idea. I guess
it just took left turn real quick.
She was just crazy, I guess. I don't know. But then anyway, like the girl stabs the blonde friend. Yeah, she goes into the fucking car and just teleports a fucking cement saw and just starts chasing her. And then but it's like in the perspective of the guy. Like what if the guy was chasing her?
And it kind of switches back and forth.
Yeah, and like she ends up like finding a guy that like stopping a car, and then like she's just like, because it's like really scary that like because it keeps switching perspectives of like the guy.
I'm gonna get you.
And then like the girl, like the big fucking saw, and it's like really fucking scary. And, like,
I'm gonna be honest. Like, cement saws are, like, scarier, almost more than a chainsaw.
So, like, let's just get a cement saw. It'll be cooler. We can know a guy. And,
She jumps on the car and she kills the guy.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal, and the
effects in this movie are really good.
Yeah. But
overall,
the main girl, or now, the victim, is just staying in the back of the car, just getting covered in the guy's blood or whatever. And we're like, just leave. And somehow she got out of the car, but she got like a giant chunk of glass in her foot.
Because I think there was supposed to be a scene where she like climbed. Because they did show her like breaking a glass.
They did, but it really kind of didn't make any sense.
They didn't really show her climbing out of the window.
Yeah.
But then anyway, the girl goes over and is just like, "You don't love me. You don't love me." And she's like, "I do love you." And then they kiss. And then he fucking throws like a fucking crowbar into her fucking shoulder. And then I guess
she gets taken to the insane asylum.
Yeah, and there's just cops. Just they just, I guess cops just show up and just let her fucking just live in an insane asylum. And then the one girl goes to Caesar, and then she's like, "Can she see? She can't see me, right?" And then somehow, I guess the girl knows that she's there just instinctively. She's just like, "You're here." And then the movie ends. And that's high tension.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, she does before this, she does crash the car or whatever and, ends up in a greenhouse before you know she's the...
Yeah, there's a lot of violent and fucked up shit in this movie, but then you realize that none of it was actually really real, except most of the murders.
Yeah.
The stuff that the dude did, I don't think was really real, but I don't know.
I don't really know, because it didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
I mean, I think the real reason why they did it is like, okay, so what if we made a slasher movie that, like, had those tropes of slashers, but, like, the excuse of the reason why why she did just kill him, or why the fuck certain things happened, is because it was all in her head. But then that just makes more fucking questions.
Yeah,
it's like, what? So she just got the truck and just, but so like she was just imagining her being in the truck while the guy was driving.
Yeah.
So she was driving the whole time.
And then she was getting in the back of the truck and interacting? Like, what? I was a little confused.
I'd imagine she was just talking, and then what? She was getting drunk.
And so, all I can say about the movie is the French were mad when they made this movie. The
French were like,
they had some pent-up anger.
Like,
they didn't hold nothing back.
Like, we don't care.
So
I give this movie probably a good 7. Cause I feel like
I give it at least a 6. I mean,
I didn't hate it. It makes a sense. It's a good movie. Go watch it. Check it out.
Oui.
All
right. Subscribe to our other stuff.
Patreon. We have a 7-day free trial on our Patreon, so you can check out our stuff.
But also, click on one of these videos.
Yeah.
And here's our other channel.
That one. Right there, right?
Subscribe right over here.
Right
I hate
right
you.
on Jared's face.
Would you get...